Here's a really common pattern that I see among people. They have one thing that they're always worried about. This could be something like they're worried that they're not consistent enough, or they're worried that they haven't done enough, or they're worried that they're taking up too much space, or they're worried that they're not qualified for what they're doing. This worry pops up again and again in every situation that they're in. And they can start to feel like this is their chronic problem. Like this is their big character flaw that they need to work on every day. This is their lifetime quest to finally be consistent or do enough or be small enough or be qualified. But oftentimes, here's what's really happening. It's actually not their big central character flaw. It's just that they are systematically over defending one side of their fort and under defending the other side. So if you're always worried that you're not consistent enough, that means you actually have a lot of guardrails in place around consistency. You're very aware of any time that you slip up or you miss something and you're sure to get frustrated about it. That side of your fort is really well defended. But the other side of your fort is probably under defended. The flip side of consistency is adaptability. Consistency is about continuing to do what you said you would do no matter what. Adaptability is about taking in the latest data and adjusting your plan and not doing what you said you would do because things have changed. And chances are that if you're constantly worried about not being consistent enough and you're constantly trying to be more consistent, you're probably not asking yourself, am I being adaptable enough? Am I changing my plans as quickly as I should based on the latest data? Where am I actually too slow to quit? Where am I too slow to pivot? That side of your fort is under defended. Or to give you another example, if you're always worried that you haven't done enough, that means you have a lot of guardrails in place around doing enough. You're super aware of any time that you could have done more or all the ways that you could go above and beyond. So that side of your fort, super well defended. But the other side of your fort is probably under defended. And the flip side of doing enough is efficiency. Doing enough is about constantly asking, what more could they need? What more can I do? What else would be helpful? Whereas efficiency is about asking, what's the least I need to do? Where am I actually doing too much for too little of a payoff? And chances are, if you're constantly worried about not doing enough and you're constantly trying to do even more, you are not asking yourself, am I being efficient enough? Where can I do less? Am I targeting my effort in the most effective places? And am I being disciplined enough to not waste my time in things that are low ROI? That side of your fort is under defended. So I want you to ask yourself, what are you always worried about? And what if that thing is not your chronic problem that you need to solve? What if that side of your fort is actually over defended and you have more than enough guardrails in place already? And what if your real work is to actually ask the opposite question and go defend the other side of the fort? To stop asking, how can I be more consistent? And start asking, am I being adaptable enough? To stop asking, have I done enough? And start asking, where can I do less? Or to stop asking, did I take up too much space? And start asking, did I take up enough space? Or to stop asking, am I qualified? And start asking, am I being recognized for everything that I bring to the table? If you've spent your whole life worrying about it, relax. Your brain, your personality, your entire value system will never let you cross the line in that direction. You could not do it if you tried. So the real thing you need to worry about is how you might be going too far in the other direction. And let me tell you, I know from experience that this is easier said than done. For a lot of people, this isn't just a switch that you flip, it's a habit that you slowly retrain. It's like learning how to write with your left hand after being right-handed for your whole life. Except not only are you forming a new habit, but your brain is screaming at you that this is dangerous and someone is going to overrun your fort today if you dare to take your eyes off that over-defended side for even 1 second. But here is the payoff if you can do this work. First, you will spend more time in flow. Self-criticism kills flow. Self-trust and seeing the wisdom in your own signals is what lets flow flourish. You will also see that your so called weaknesses are actually your superpowers. And instead of constantly trying to fix yourself and correct yourself, you can lean into who you really are. When you do this, you will build a life and a career that you love, one that is custom tailored to you. Because when you're in flow and you're playing to your strengths, you can't do anything else. So come talk to me today and let's lay out a plan for making this happen. Go to the link above and book a free coaching consult.